Okay, hello. First of all, just want to demonstrate that we have all these notes on the keyboard or any instrument. Okay? The truth of the matter is that there are many notes between each note in the human voice. I can demonstrate sort of by using pitch bend. See this here? So, very subtle. So look, between these two notes you've got many more notes. That's important to let you know, because you can sing and people could say you're singing out of tune, but when you're passing from note to note, often that's not the case, but sometimes it is the case. Right, that's the first thing. Now, I've done my vocals for my new song called Now That You're Gone. This is an interesting display here now. You'll see on the left, definition, audio warp, vari audio, pitch and warp, segments, etc. You'll see below quantized pitch and straightened pitch. Now, I haven't used all this for vocals before until recent times, and it's an amazing tool because it means you don't have to continually do retakes of vocals to get the pitch that you want, the pitch that you want. So, because most singers have to retake, but then there are tools available in many recording programs, including Cubase, where you then don't have to do that. So retakes, you don't have to bother keep doing it if you don't want to. Now I'm going to play a section that I've already quantized and in some places straightened. That basically means I've made them the pitch that I really want them to be. So we'll go to here and you'll hear some of it. I'll just turn up the volume, and you can hear some areas where I've straightened. You see these red areas? They've all been straightened and and quantized for a good pitch of voice.
Used to love you with all my heart, love you with all my heart, and got a grieving heart, grieving.
Now here, I haven't done it yet, and the notes aren't quite how I want them. Yes, they could stay as they are, how I've recorded them in the first place, but I don't want them to stay exactly as they are. There are certain notes I want to hit. So you see where my cursor is now, the hand. I'm going to click on it. It's now black. I'm going to quantize it. You see here with the cursor, I'm moving it along. You can have it any length you want for quantizing, but you'll now see that that track is dead straight on the note B2. I'll do the same with the others and you can watch it occurring. You'll see it moving. It's actually moving down. I don't want it to go down, funny enough. You'll hear what that sounds like.
Got a grieving heart.
Now I don't want it there, so I'm going to move it up. Play that bit again.
Got a grieving heart.
Right, that's not where I want the note to be either. This bit here is not what I want, so I'm quantizing it. See it moving up? And the same for this one. You see them all straightening? I don't know if I want that there. I'll just have a...
Got a grieving heart, grieving.
I want that one to go up. Now, zooming in, I'm going to stretch it all now. If I want to have a note prolonged, first of all I'll quantize this note to how I want it. It's moving up. Now you'll hear, there, heart. Now, I haven't prolonged the note very much when I originally sang it, as you can hear. However, with this, you can prolong a note, which means that effectively you have made the note longer without having to record it. So you see it now stretching. And you're going to find that this is a very sustained note now, and word heart. If you now listen.
It's
a bit more. Listen again to heart. Heart. Much longer. Now I'm going to straighten it a bit. See the straightening? So there is less kind of tremolo sound in my voice, maybe. So straightening means it's more kind of ha as opposed to ha. So you notice that? But it can be shorter as well, but straighter. Right? So just moving in like that. You'll now hear that section straighten, as in quantised how I want those vocals there to sound. If you now listen.
Got a grieving heart.
Right, so that's now better. And then this section here, you see where my cursor is? I'm going to do that in a moment.
It's hard to make a brand new start.
It's not exactly how I want it, and I don't have to retake it. I don't have to sort of re-record my vocals. I just put each pitch, just change the pitch to exactly what I really want. Not saying that that's out of tune or anything like that. It's simply that I want it to sound a certain way. Sometimes often I leave certain areas just as they are. And I'll give you an example here. If I come out like that again, you see this here. You can see on the left it says G2. That's one of the G notes. It's actually not completely on G2 because you can see it's just under this mark. Now you could say that's slightly out of tune, but no, not necessarily. It simply means that you're moving from here to this note here, and you're making a progression. So when I started by saying there are notes that the voice can create, the instruments can't unless you use certain, well, for example, the keyboard pitch bend. These are all notes in between these two notes. There are many other notes. That's the human voice in action. Okay. That's all for now. Oh, just one other thing. You see all the grey patches below, the red lines? They are actually waveforms, and these waveforms represent my vocals, how I sung that part. Okay.